offers you a wide range of car accessories, auto parts, tools, and car-related gift ideas. Find everything you need here at Blade Auto Center. You're tuned in to Blade Radio. Blade Radio. Here at Blade Auto Center, we always put our customers first. We know our parts and products, and we've got the best merchandise at the right price. This is Blade Radio. Blade Radio.
Hey there guys, Saber here. Welcome back to Blade Radio. Here we're always pushing the pedal when it comes to bringing you the best mix of driving music and high quality, value for money car products and services.
You got Edge right here too, and you are absolutely right, Saber. It's all here under one roof. And what's more, our friendly and attentive staff is always on hand to give you expert advice on the latest car products available.
Of course, Blade offers top industry brands like Sparco, 3M, Dub, Meguiar's, Pioneer, Mothers, Garment, and many more, all of course at a very reasonable price.
We hope you enjoy your visit here at Blade Auto Center. Meanwhile, let's get right back to the music. Keep it here and always remember, if it's Blade, it's better.
Hey, good day and what's up, Bladers? So with today's episode, we will be talking about what's happening now in the motorcycle community. Yup, and of course, welcome back to our special guest for today, none other than the Honorable Motorcycle Rights Organization Chairman Jobert Bolanos. Yup, so if you are new to this channel, my name is Love, and this is Blade Moto. So please like and subscribe and follow Blade Auto Center on YouTube and Facebook. Just look for the keywords Blade Auto Center. Alrighty, so without further ado, let's begin with Blade Moto.
Blade Radio Live would like to thank the following sponsors. Dub Project, Hero Motorcycle Accessories, Micromagic Premium Car Care, Sparco Racing Accessories, Pioneer, Transcend, Bosch, Virtua, Type S. If you like the programs at Blade Radio, please support our sponsors. And now, let's get back to our regular program.
Thank you very much, sponsors of Blade. And once again, Bladers, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our social media channels. That's Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. The keyword is Blade Auto Center. And of course, Blade always makes it a point to make your shopping hassle-free. So guess what? Blade is actually available at GrabMart. Yup. So all you have to do is just download the Grab app and follow the 4 easy steps that you can see on screen right now. Okay? So once again, Blade is available at GrabMart. And guess what? Also, Blade has stuffies for your pets. Yep. Actually, they do have a different shop. Okay, so this is under Blade Auto Center, and it is called petshop.ph. So you can see on our screen the official website of petshop.ph. That is by Blade Auto Center. So you can find the stuffies you need for your pets. Everything is there, all kinds, different sizes, different variants, different flavors that comes for food, and of course, all the prices are there. And one of the few items I have with me today from petshop.ph is this Zenith dog food. All right, this is actually for dogs who have allergy issues. So Pet Shop has this kind of dog food for your dog. So this is the Zenith soft premium dog food. It's grain free and lamb meat potato. Interesting, right? Okay, so aside from dog food, petshop.ph also has shampoos for your pets. Okay, so this one is the Fur Magic shampoo. I wish I could smell them, but I might spill. So there you go. This is available at petshop.ph. And okay, a pet chamois. Yeah. So if there's chamois for the cars or for other stuffies that you need to clean, this one is for pets. It is available at petshop.ph. Yep. Ah, of course, gusto nyo mabango ang pets nyo? Petshop.ph has colognes for your pets. Yeah, this is actually mild for your pets' sensitive skin. So, cologne for your pets. And, okay, the scent is happiness. And in fairness, it smells good. So, okay, once again, this is available at petshop.ph. It's a pet cologne. Aha, and here we go. Petshop.ph also has an item here for your pets' special needs, especially disabled pets or pets who have mobility issues and toilet issues. So here you go. Petshop.ph actually has diapers for pets too. Yep. So please check this out at petshop.ph. They come in different sizes. Okay, so they have for cats, for dogs, and like I said earlier, so we got pets with mobility and toilet problems, handicapped pets. Here you go. Pet diapers available at petshop.ph. And if you have time to go to the mall now that malls are open already, petshop.ph is also available at 4 Clipper stores. Yep, so we have Clipper in Festival Mall, Alabang, Harbor Point, Subic Bay, Marquee Mall, Angeles City in Pampanga, and Feliz Mall, Marikina City. Okay, pero sa mga tamad mag-shopping, just simply go to the official website. That is petshop.ph, your one-stop shop pet needs. Okay, so there you go. So we shall pause for a commercial break and we'll be back. So please hang on, Bladers. All right, so now for the moment that we were waiting for. Welcome back to our honorable guest for today. Actually, I'm so happy to have him back. I'm very thankful that he has time for us today because he will be telling us about what's happening in the motorcycling community. Yep. So, allow me to introduce the chairman of Motorcycle Rights Organization. Wala nang iba kundi si Jobert Bolanos. Hi, Jobert.
Hi, love. Hello,
Welcome
Blader.
back. Welcome back. Maraming salamat that you have time. Because I know you've been very busy. I'm very aware right now that there are do we call them like controversies or
Uh,
ano. So anyway, yeah, anyway, magkikwento ka naman eh. So para ma-update naman ng ating fellow riders and mga bladers na nanonood today na what's happening in our community. So anyway, before that, of course, guys, pakikilala ko yan po si Motorcycle Rights Organization Chairman, si Jobert Bolanos, no? Isa po siyang, syempre, obviously, isa siyang rider rin. And how long have you been riding na, Jobert?
3 decades.
3 decades, no? And when did you come up with Motorcycle Rights Organization?
MRO was born on 2008.
Mhm.
Yeah, when the anti-modification law came out.
Okay. So, ba't mo naman naisipan to come up fighting for the rights of the riders?
Well, initially it was not part of any plan at all. Ano? So we called on a different group to face the anti-modification law that LTO came up with during that time. But when they decided not to pursue the issue, we were basically forced to put up our own group so that we can establish a parang a reactionary statement dun sa nilabas ng LTO. So which we did MRO was formed under the mango tree in UP near the
Mango
chapel.
tree. Mango
Yeah,
tree talaga, okay.
near the UP chapel. So a few of us, not more than 20 people, put MRO up, and the first letter went to LTO, and that's where it all started.
Okay. And yun nga, when you say you're fighting for the rights of motorcycle riders, so this is not just for private riders, no? Pati mga mga public, 'di ba? Public motorcycle riders also. Yung mga
Everyone
pasada,
basically,
yung mga ganon, yeah.
everyone basically on a motorcycle except for those operating tricycles. They're a different group altogether. But anyone on a motorcycle, like messengers, motorcycle taxi, food delivery, everyone is involved in the advocacy that MRO is trying to push for.
But pero 'di ba motorcycle taxi is similar to tricycle that yun parang as a public utility kasi silang original motorcycle taxi,
Yeah.
'di ba?
The only difference between a tricycle and motorcycle taxi, the tricycle is only within jurisdiction. So they cannot leave that area where they are assigned to. So may jurisdiction 'yan, and they cannot cross borders. Kung may crossing of borders 'yan, there are special permits for that the LGU collaborates with other LGUs.
Okay.
So motorcycle taxi, they can practically go anywhere within Metro Manila.
I
So
see.
they can cross different cities, to either bring a passenger or deliver a parcel to its destination. So
Yeah.
that's the difference. And right now, based on the law that is being crafted for motorcycle taxi, their franchise or their certificate of public conveyance will be issued by LTFRB. Unlike sa tricycle, it's issued by the LGU.
I see. So hindi sila pala kasama with the LTFRB.
No, the tricycles they get their permits from the LGUs.
However, I'm sure maraming situations rin na yung tricycle drivers ay how do you call this? Naapi, right? Can they
Yes.
run to you guys?
Well, there has been several times that we have spoken on behalf of the tricycle drivers. And in fact, we are collaborating with an organization similar to Motorcycle Rights Organization. But their main advocacy is to protect tricycle owners, operators, and riders. So we collaborate with them and we assist each other.
Okay, that's good. Kasi baka sabihin naman nila, wow, unfair. Nagmamaneho rin kami ng motorsiklo. Hindi nyo kami tutulungan just because, yun nga, because they belong to a different organization.
It's we have an established relationship with the tricycle community.
Okay, that's wonderful. All right. So, ayan, under the mango tree, yan daw, Bladers. Under the mango tree, yan ang mga nangyayari. Okay. And of course, gusto ko rin pa alam sa Bladers that the Motorcycle Rights Organization has been really fighting for motorcycle riders. In fact, how do you call this? Nagkakaroon pa nga ng mga protest rides. Pero take note, ang mga protest rides very peaceful and well organized kapag nag-gather up ang mga riders, 'di ba? Especially when it comes to how do we call this? Discriminating. 'Di ba, Jobert?
Yeah, basically what we do is we conduct peaceful motorcades so that we can show branches of government yung pag aayaw namin sa gusto nilang mangyari.
Yes.
But in doing so, we select Sunday as the day that we conduct these things para hindi kami makaabala ng ibang motorists. And then of course we undergo we follow the rule of law. We apply for permits, we seek MMDA assistance and all of that.
Yeah.
It's more of a symbolic ride, to show that branch of government kung ano yung naapektuhan, kung sino-sino yung mga naapektuhan doon sa gusto nilang mangyari.
Actually, normally when you fight for the rights of the riders, how do you call this? Parang 'di ba, pag may inaapi na rider, it's like lahat nadadamay eh.
That's correct. Usually it's because of legislation or because of enforcement. Sometimes it's because of an ordinance, there are different levels to this, but there is a process wherein if there's an issue coming out, whether it be a national law, a memorandum from a department, or an ordinance from an LGU, we follow this stringent process of first looking at what they want to do, and then we study it, we read it, we take a look at the Constitution, we take a look at current laws, national laws. So we put them together, and if we see that there is a problem, we write letters to that agency so that we can talk to them.
Yeah.
So hanggat na pag-uusapan, we'll work with them. But up until the point na they're already ignoring or denying what we're trying to fight for, that's the only time we go out on the street. That's the only time. So, hindi naman to, porket may issue na umusbong, kalsada na kagad. No, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah. And of course, 'di ba, parang as much as possible kung kaya sa usapan.
Yes.
Yeah. No, nga.
If we can fix it on the table, let's fix it on the table. But if they ignore us or continue to disregard what we're trying to say, which is all based on legal matters. When we argue, it's not based on opinion. Nothing's based on opinion. It's based on facts, evidence, and the legality of the situation.
Pero Jobert, of course, most of the time when there are Senate, Congress hearings, parang how can you deal with let's say these government officials who are not riders, who parang who cannot understand what they cannot understand what's it like being a motorcycle rider, and yet pinipilit nila yung what they believe in.
Well, first and foremost, we go by the premise of if it does not apply to all, it should not apply at all. So hindi porket motorsiklo lang ang gamit mo, you're segregated from the other vehicles. Regardless of what vehicle you're using, you're still a road user. And every road user, yun nga, sabi nila, being on the road, operating a vehicle is a privilege, not a right. That is correct. But the moment you apply for a license, you register your vehicle, you earn certain rights to be on the road. So you cannot just segregate one from the other and then apply one law on this sector and not apply it on that sector. There's discrimination when that happens. So every time we talk to the congressmen, we talk to the senators, every time there's legislation involved, we go by the premise of law. It's always we fight law with law. Hindi kami yung we fight law with just mere opinion or just because ayaw namin or it affects just aesthetics and such. When you talk about legality, you have to be very precise. You have to set the example. You have to find the precedents. You have to make sure that it is within the rule of law.
I see. But right now, kasi of course, thank goodness naman that we do have fellow riders who are government officials. So in a way, di ba, makaka-relate sila. Have they helped already the motorcycle community, these fellow riders, the government official?
There are some. There are some political or politico riders who have extended their assistance to the riding community. However, there is a separation between a legislator, a law enforcer, a lawmaker. There's a separation between them and a private citizen. So they have to also consider, other issues such as public safety, public security. So there are issues that they have to consider, and being part of law, you have to really consider these things. However, on the part of a private citizen, like we are a private citizen, private vehicle owner, there are certain things that protect us. The Constitution protects us. The national laws, the Republic Acts, there's protection on our side, and we fight those for those premises. Yun ang pinaglalaban natin. Hindi tayo basta-bastang nagsasalita on opinion only. So, if they're using the law on us, we use the law to protect us.
That's right. Well, that's good, no? Na, like I said earlier, buti na lang, there are also fellow riders na politicians para
A few.
para may makarelate naman, di ba?
Not as much as we want it to be, but we do have a few good ones. We have people in Congress, a few in Senate, but not so much. But there are politicians that kumbaga they sympathize with the plight of the riding community.
That's great, buti naman. Pero however, Joberto, how about let's say okay, let's get straight to the point kasi medyo malapit-lapit na ang election.
Okay.
Which is less than a year to go, no? Ganun ba
yun? It's basically next year na. Elections is next year, and we are looking at several entities trying to get into the political arena, and they're using the riding community to get into that that level, ano?
Yes,
Kasi they
yes.
know the numbers eh. They know how many riders, how many motorcycle owners are out there on the street. You know, there's literally millions. In fact,
Yes,
motorcycle owners outnumber car owners.
correct.
Even if you
That's right.
put the SUV, the car, the van, the pickups, even if you put them all together, there's still more motorcycles on the street. So there's a very big opportunity for politicians to take advantage of the numbers of the riding community
Mhm.
to fuel their campaign. Okay, so right now our issue is this: the people or groups coming out, you know, uh, they haven't really defended the riding community as much as we want them to defend. In
Yeah.
fact, in several instances, there are certain individuals who actually turned against the riding community in the guise of, they're trying to say that, you know, they're protecting the riding community, but they're giving us up on the fight that, you know, we're facing.
Right.
So these are the problems that we face right now.
Kasi 'di ba dapat
There will
Jobert,
always be politicians that will take advantage of the situation.
kasi Jobert 'di ba parang supposed to be, uy, may fellow rider wants to get into politics. 'Di ba parang 'di ba it's supposed to be parang good for us dapat na may
Supposed
riders.
to be.
Yes, oo.
But you know, they're not showing it. Eh. In fact, they're showing the opposite. Instead of being pro-rider, they're anti-rider. But again, you know how politics work. They will do, say, and make anything to make it look like they deserve the vote. But for us, who's in the right in the middle of the war, fighting for rider rights, we know that they're not doing the same thing that we're doing, which is fighting on on the battlefield where
Yeah.
where we fight bad legislation. So with that said, those who want to get into politics through the riding community has not shown enough on that aspect. It's more of they're just taking advantage of the population of motorcycle owners in the country.
Pero were they not present in like some of the like hearings back then? Kasi
A few
hindi
times,
naman
but
hindi naman basta-basta siguro sasali sila, 'di ba? If they don't know really what's going on with the motorcycle community.
we've seen individuals, we've seen them a few times,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but they really did not do anything significant to protect the rights of the riding community. And in several instances, they even surrendered the riding community. So on that premise alone, how can you trust them? You
Right.
cannot. They gave us up on the motorcycle lane. They gave us up on the fight against Doble Placa or RA 11235. They gave us up when we were fighting for no barriers for people living together. So,
Yeah.
these issues, you're supposed to be on the side of the riders. You're not supposed to give up the riders. So how can you call yourself a representative if you're not fighting for us? So that's the huge question mark there, no? And there were also a few others, that we see, but it's very hard to find people or groups that really fight bad legislation from beginning till end. Normally you will see them a few times in a few sessions, but after a while they just disappear.
I see. Pero parang ano how can we convince our fellow riders na parang wag kayong maniniwala diyan. He or she was not there since the beginning, or he or she bumitaw, hindi niya kaya tayong i-defend, paano kaya?
Well, that's the problem. The power of social media is, it's really very strong. It's beyond our control.
Yeah.
They can change the truth. They can fabricate lies, just to get the vote. And that's one of the biggest problems that we have, really. But right now, for us at least, we try to present evidence and show people na, these trapo, typical politicians that use lies and promises to get the vote, but eventually will do nothing for you. So we call them trapo. So these trapo people or trapo groups, our problem really is we don't have the reach to tell or inform everyone that, this is the truth. What they're saying is far away from the truth.
Okay.
That's the problem. And, but we're trying, kasi it's always about truth with us, at least. I guess it will be up to the people to find out or discover what they have done. But the evidence is all out there. It has never been based on hearsay. It's all the evidence that we share with people is out there.
Pero Jobert, diba, there is a saying, actions speak louder than words.
Well, yeah, but you can fake actions. So again, all the people need to do is do a little bit of research, and they'll see, how much, how real their promises are versus what they have done in the past. And what they have done in the past is practically everywhere. So they can find it, they can see it, they can research about it, and there's no denying that nowadays it's really hard to trust in people na umuusbong lang out of nowhere, and then all of a sudden they want to represent the community in government. I mean, we've been here 13 years, and no way will we enter the arena of politics, because for us, we can fight for the riding community as an NGO. We don't have to be in power. We don't need position. Okay, we can do it right now because government has the responsibility of reaching out to stakeholders. And we are stakeholders.
Service, yes.
That's
and
correct.
Public service.
And that's correct. As long as you have the legal basis to argue against what they want, regardless if you have a position or you don't have a position, it's all about the law. That's all it is. People sometimes mistake position as an opportunity. But in reality, position nowadays, forgive me. I'm not talking about all politicos in the country, but a lot of them join politics for the money.
Okay. Reality, yes.
And we all know that. That is a fact. It's an undeniable fact.
But it's a good thing, yun nga, since you said MRO is not, has, no plans or not, how do you call this, not into joining the politics, but has anyone from the government, like offered, like, uy, magano kaya kayo? Sali kayo sa government or something.
Many times.
Many na rin. Or
many
kahit
times
ikaw,
they've
you
been
alone,
offered.
because syempre you're the chairman and everything. Have you been offered to have a position at least?
It's no secret. I will not deny this, and we've been offered many times, and we've been transparent about these offers to the public. And we tell them whenever there's an offer to do this, to join the political arena, and so on and so forth. We tell them. But the thing is, again, our position is you don't have to be in power. You don't need the position to be able to defend your fellow riders. And that's what we're doing. That's why, Senate committees, Congress committees, lower house committees have very high respect for the organization. That's why in everything motorcycle related, we're always present. And for the last 4 years, we have not missed a hearing at all.
Yep.
So we've always represented the riders. We've always put out, our legal arguments. We've become part of technical working committees. In fact, a lot of the legislation that's coming out, you can see our input through the position papers that we submit. You can see them on the documents that come out of Senate, documents that come out of Congress. It's there. So we have reached a point that we're already inside. We're, as an NCO, we're already making the difference.
Yeah. Grabe, no? Imagine. Parang ano lang eh. I can imagine like the pressure that you are going through just to fight for the rights of motorcycle riders. And
But it's kind of frustrating. Yeah.
Yes, and
It's
dealing with
frustrating.
politicians, especially that who are, how do you call this, na our, parang, ayoko sabihin kalaban eh. Those politicians who give you a hard time.
Well, it's frustrating, and at the same time, it's also fulfilling because what we're doing here is trying to protect the riders, the rights of the riders, and as individuals, mapamotor man yan, or mapakotse man yan, mapacommuter man yan, or vehicle owner yan, a lot of laws affect people, period. And what we're doing here is to protect the rights that are provided to us after we have fulfilled like the privilege that they say that are being given to vehicle owners. Once we fulfill that, we earn rights. So anything we say or do can affect any person or any whatever vehicle type you have, as long as it applies.
Right.
So it's frustrating to talk to legislators who ignore the Bill of Rights, who ignore the Constitution, who feel that what they say is the only thing right for everyone.
Yeah.
But we all know that there is always a legal argument, and that's how we fight them off. And
actually,
so
ang
far,
nakakainis pa dyan, those who ignore or sinasadyang to go against the motorcycle riders. Unfortunately, hindi sila riders. Kaya ganun.
well, for the most part, yes. They think they know what's best for the riders, but it's only the rider who knows what's best for himself.
Exactly.
So, but again, the way we approach things is on a legal standpoint, and there are certain things that depende na lang siguro sa influence ng tao. Take for example, Republic Act 11235, the Motorcycle Crime Prevention Act.
Okay.
Right now, it's being heard in a court of law. Meaning may kaso ito. Kinasuhan ito for being unconstitutional. So right now, actually this month we're going back to the courts. Next month we're going back to the courts as well to fight off Republic Act 11235. So, there are certain laws that go beyond the table, or I mean, we usually fight them on its creation. Pero this one, napirmahan na ng presidente. So, there's no other alternative but to take it to court.
Okay. Para ma-ano, no? Para how do you call this? Mabawi, ma-reverse.
Para ma-declare siya as unconstitutional.
I see. Okay. And once na-declare, okay na yan. As in like,
Well, yeah, it sets a precedence that they cannot do something like that again in the future. But as far as everything is concerned, we are fighting for the safety, the freedom, and equality of every writer in the country.
when you say freedom, Jobert, no? Kasi mamaya meron mga iba dyan. Freedom, meaning to do anything, kahit pasaway.
No. That's not the type of freedom we're talking about. The freedom we're talking about is within the premise of law. What
Okay.
the law allows. Okay? We will not fight for anything beyond the law that breaks the law, that bends the law. We will not fight for that. Most especially if it's against safety, we will not go with it.
Ayan ha, malinaw, bladers ha. Kapag kagagawan nyo is something something pasaway. Yan, nagagalit si chairman, hindi kayo tutulungan.
Yeah, we will never condone the mistakes. We will never condone things that you do wrong. We will never kumbaga hindi namin kukonsintihin yung mali.
That's the word. Pero Jobert, for example, yun nga, if meron tayong fellow riders na, let's say, inaapi, inaabuso, ganyan, tapos motorcycle rights organization have like maybe legal services for sa ating kapwang riders na ganun nga, na inaapi or ina-abuse.
Well, we have always provided free legal assistance to any rider who feels that they have been abused by a law enforcer or any type of law. No, for the most part, all the information is actually available on the MRO Facebook group. We have tons of files there. All you have to do is use the search function on a particular topic. Discussions regarding it will come out. You can ask a question directly to the page or to the group, and people who has enough or sufficient knowledge about the issue or topic will give you a legal answer. So everything is being done since we started. It's been offered for free already.
I see. Okay. So there may mga ano naman there pala. MRO has standby lawyers.
Well, not just lawyers. I myself, I am not a lawyer, but I am well versed with RA 4136, which is the law that basically dictates what we can and cannot do on the road and with our vehicles. So we've been on this case. So may mga opportunity nga na even lawyers get reminded kung ano ang laman ng 4136 coming from our end. That we're not even lawyers. Kasi it's easy naman to understand what the law means. But you have to give time. You have to understand it completely, and you have to know the premise or the purpose of a particular subject or a particular issue in order for you to interpret the law properly. But we do have contacts from like UP College of Law. We have contacts from LTO. We have contacts from the Senate, contacts from the lower house. That if we are unsure legally, we ask advice directly from them. And for the most part, because of our understanding of Republic Act 4136, our legal opinion does not oppose what the real lawyers say.
Okay. So, tapos, And also I noticed, Jobert, no, of course, I'm also uh, a member of your group page, of the MRO group page. And it's heartwarming lang na when I see fellow members that when they seek help, parang emergency, like, uy, tumirik ako, anyone out
Ah.
there, ganyan. That's ang bilis eh. Parang, uy, okay na ako, na-rescue na ako. It's
That's the beauty of the community. And since we have established a foothold on social media, we have this program which we call the Bayanihan program. Ano? So, the Bayanihan program, basically, what it does is, if you encounter a problem on the street, and all you have to do is post it on our group page, somebody will come and assist you. Because though there's many motorists on the street, what's true is, if you have a problem as a rider lang din ang tutulong sa'yo.
exactly. Tsaka,
Yeah, so-
ang rider, pag emergency nga, for some reason, ang rider nga, nandyan na agad eh, on the spot.
Yeah, and sometimes you don't have to post, that you're having problems on social media. Sometimes, somebody will stop and ask if you're okay, if you need any
Right.
assistance. It comes a second nature. Kasi
Yes.
sa riding community, parang it's second nature na eh to real riders, no.
Yeah.
But social media does play a role in providing assistance for those who need assistance.
Right. And I believe ang mga riders, well, aminin natin, nagkukonting usosyo muna, di ba? Curious titingnan mo syempre. Pero eventually, when you find out the real or what's the problem of a fellow rider, tulong agad eh. Bago
That's-
bago mag-broadcast, bago magbalita, tutulong muna ang rider eh.
That's true. For the most part, we don't have to really broadcast what we've done to assist any individual on the street.
Yeah.
Kasi we're not here to do poverty porn or to do in carry the pedestal that
Yes.
we're sitting on. No, we don't really need that. There's already fulfillment in being able to help someone that you don't know. But again, people have other reasons for going online and posting that they help this. But I'd rather people see themselves being posted by someone they don't know who witnessed the good deed that they have done.
Right. That's right.
There's
But
no
then-
self-promotion. There's no self-promotion on that,
Well,
on that part.
there are some naman, I guess, kung nagpo-post sila, it's not a self-promotion, but they just want also people to be aware na, huy, help
Well,
people
yeah.
like this. May ganun
There-
naman eh.
There's what we call the influence, di ba? We want people to influence to do the same. But
Right.
sometimes when it goes beyond, trying to influence people, now that's a different subject.
Yeah. Sa bagay, you got it. Ano nga eh. And take note pala, Bladers, we're not only referring to these yung mga fellow riders na nagtutulong. It's not just happening in Manila. Kasi ang Motorcycle Rights Organization is nationwide, di ba, Jobert?
Yeah, from Luzon to Visayas to Mindanao, there's MRO, and we have affiliations, we have partners, we have allies all over the Philippines, no?
Yeah.
Not necessarily MRO, kasi we're also part of an umbrella which is called Riders of the Philippines. So Riders of the Philippines is an alliance of motorcycle individuals, groups, and organizations, that have come together for the same advocacy. So MRO is just a branch. Kumbaga, we deal with the legalities, but the conglomeration is with ROTP, or Riders of the Philippines.
Okay. And ako really, Jobert, after all these years of being friends with you, it it's until now it's still ano nga na parang wow, this Jobert could be a government official, but no, he still does not want to.
No, I think we've already proven this many times that a position is not necessary to do or to be part of an advocacy with rights, advocacy on equality, advocacy on education, advocacy on safety. You don't have to be you don't have to be part of government. And though many times we've been offered, government funding,
Mhm.
we refuse to accept government funding for anything.
Yeah, kasi mahirap na na may utang na loob.
Well, it's not just utang na loob. It's more of, doing our part as private individuals, as sovereign citizens of this country. They're spending so much already on other things, on infrastructure, on COVID response, and so
Yeah.
on and so forth.
Right.
So this is our participation. Na as private individuals, we don't just defend rider rights, but we also do education. We also do safety programs. We also do charities. A lot of groups does charities. To give back to those who need help.
That's so touching, di ba? Pero what do you call your the members of motorcycle rights organizations, especially the ones who are very active? What do you call them aside di lang members, what, volunteers?
Well, MRO does not have membership. Okay, everybody in MRO is a volunteer.
Volunteer.
Yeah, they're called volunteers. They're not called members. They're all volunteers. So I'm a volunteer. The title chairman,
Sure.
is just for formality. But just like just like you, just like anyone else who's part of MRO, we're all volunteers.
That's right. So there's no, yun nga there's no, how do you call this, officers.
Well, for formality, there is. We have a set of officers. They have their roles that they do, but it's all volunteer work. It's
Yeah.
not. Oh, it's not. We don't get salary. We don't get paid.
Exactly.
We don't earn. In fact, for the most part, abonado pa kami. So everything that we do, everything that we spend money on is out of
Yes.
pocket. There are times that we do fundraising, but it doesn't go to us. It goes to the program. It goes
Yes.
to the purpose of the fundraising. Like for
That's
example, we're trying to help the case that was filed against RA 11235 by doing a little bit of fundraising, solicitation, but
Right.
everything goes straight to the lawyers. So, kumbaga, walang dumadaan sa kamay namin. Walang humahawak ng pera sa amin.
Yes,
So
in
we
fact,
do-
you guys are very open pa nga. I think you do post receipts, like,
It's
where,
all there. Anyone
Yeah.
anyone can audit us anytime. If they want to audit us, go right ahead.
di ba? Ayun. I can see something on the screen, Jobert. Baka may mga magtatampo. You have to make shout-outs. Ayan, no?
Shoutouts. I'm not seeing it.
Ayan, now I missed from Alvin. Hi, Alvin.
Ay, madami
Thank you
nga,
for
oo.
watching.
Okay. Let's see.
Meron. Ayan, si Brother Chris. Uy, thanks for watching. You know.
Ay, Chris Merto. Yes, from
Oh.
United Nuvo Owners UNRC. Si Sir Chris Merto. Thank you very much, sir.
Yep. And then, ito, si Alvin, I greeted him na, but I think you didn't see it yet, Jobert.
Thank you very much, Alvin. Maraming salamat.
Meron pa. Wow,
Si,
we have a lady
Lay.
rider. Yes.
Oo, we all miss riding. I haven't ridden my motorcycle in, several months already. Medyo ano ako high risk individual ako kaya hindi ako naglalabas.
Yeah, how is motorcycle rights organization now during the pandemic?
Well, everything is done online for the most part. We do have regular hearings every now and then.
Mhm.
Uh, Almost every week, I sent out letters and position papers
Okay.
on small and big issues alike.
Mhm.
So it's always nonstop. But for the most part, everything is done online.
Oh, there you go. So yan, Bladers, motorcycle rights organization, kahit pandemic, active pa rin to help the motorcycling community. Yan. So, salamat sa update, Jobert. At least our fellow riders know what's going on and what's happening.
Yes, just visit Motorcycle Rights Organization. It's on Facebook. It's a group, not a page. Okay, to see what's happening and to get more information regarding rider rights, rider safety, or rider issues altogether. Just look for Motorcycle Rights Organization.
And Bladers, of course, itong masasabi ko no, before we end the program. MRO Chairman Jobert Bolanos is one guy that I admire for his commitment and dedication to help fellow riders.
Thank you, love for that. But this is a team effort. Guys, you don't understand the contribution that Love has given this organization in the years that we've been fighting for rider rights. Ang laki ng ambag niya sa laban. So, she's being humble. But ano yan, malaking part yan ng MRO. But, in all honesty, basta rider, maasahan mo yan si Love.
No, kasi Jobert, for me naman, I have been, kasi okay, people see me big biker, ganyan, but I started as a small biker. I have
Well-
experienced also all the discriminations. In fact, ako ay isang delivery rider also. So, yun, pag may, kaya nga I can relate to our fellow riders, and that's why when you call for something that we have to fight for our rights, talagang nandyan ako. Kasi nga, as I said, small bikes or big bikes, we will unite as one.
Yes, and as a community, it doesn't matter kung ilang cc ang dala mo.
That's
You
right.
know, we share a brotherhood and sisterhood because of the same passion that brought us together, which is two wheels. And then
Yes.
for those people whose livelihood depend on two wheels as well, we all belong to that, to that community, to that family. So, hindi ko masasabing rider yung nagdi-discriminate between big or small bike,
Yes.
the real rider does not care what you're riding. They
Exactly.
respect you the
Exactly.
way we respect them.
And of course, like I said earlier, alam ko saan ako galing. I started from small, then my heart is still there with the small bikes. Kahit naka-big bike ako. I've been there.
that's it.
And yeah. Okay, Jobert. So, last few minutes, baka please give us naman some inspirational message.
Well, during the time of the pandemic, a lot of us are trying to make ends meet, trying to provide for our families, our loved ones. The best, advice and reminder I can give everyone is to always stay safe, protect yourself, do not violate traffic laws, regardless if it's the pandemic or it's a regular normal day. So to everyone, we all wish you the best, and to remain safe, and for all of us to be able to return home to the people that love us and that care for us. So, riders, yun lang. Maging maingat po kayong lahat sa daan.
Siyempre riders, make sure also updated kayo sa pangyayari na especially
Correct.
because there are not just local government units but pag nag-announce ang news na riders bawal lang ganito, bawal lang ganyan, please be updated kasi 'di ba like during the pandemic nakakagulat na bigla na lang bawal mag-angkasan or kailangan ano yan, you have to be husband and wife. Di pa parang syempre, not everyone was aware. Not everyone was
Yeah.
updated. So, parang the following day, nagkakahulihan. Syempre, kawawa naman these riders, di ba? Na parang, kasi nga, they were not aware. They were not, kaya fellow riders na lang, be responsible enough to keep yourselves updated with anong pwede at ano ang bawal.
That's right. That's right. Thank you very much. Love.
Motorcycle
for
safety tips na lang, Jobert.
Safety tip number 1, do not stop underneath a bridge. Okay? Kapag inabutan ka ng ulan, ang tunay na rider hindi takot sa ulan. Okay? Find the proper place where you can park your motorcycle, where you can wear your raincoat. Okay? But if you're going home, ride the rain.
Tuloy na, no? Total,
Pero
basa
wag
ka
na
na
wag
eh.
wag ho kayong hihinto sa ilalim ng underpass, ng tulay, so that you disrupt traffic behind you. Wag na wag
Right.
niyo hong gagawin 'yon. That's my number 1 tip for you at this moment.
Mhm. At saka also, minsan delikado rin ang stopping under the bridge, lalo na kung ikaw yata yung unang-una. Hindi ka makikita rin eh. Diba?
That's true.
Yeah.
Dapat we have to give respect to other road users, okay? So, just because there's rain or a little rain, hindi po kayo nagkakasakit dahil sa ulan. Nagkakasakit kayo dahil sa virus, dahil sa bacteria. Yan ho nagbibigay ng sakit. And we can always counter that, okay? When you get home or if you get to your destination wet, there are always ways for you to prevent getting sick, but it is not the rain that will cause it.
At saka mga bladers kung napapansin nyo, ang taong grasa hindi nagkaka-COVID.
Correct.
Ewan ko kung bakit, but bilib ako sa immune system ng taong grasa. For some
That's right,
reason,
that's right.
if ever namatay ang taong grasa, it is because of starvation.
It's not because of getting sick.
Not because of infectious disease or whatever. Proven yan. So anyway, Jobert, once again, thank you very much for your time for today. Like I've said it so many times, sana mag-guest ka ulit dito sa Blade mo to.
Always. Thank you very much for inviting me, Bladers. Maraming salamat. And I hope to see you again soon.
Indeed, soon talaga. So, Bladers, ayan, the Honorable Motorcycle Rights Organization Chairman Jobert Bolanos live here at Blade Motor Radio Show. And I promise you, nandito ulit siya in the future. Or should I say, soon, nandito ulit si Jobert. Yee! Galing! So yan, Bladers, updated na kayo so with what's happening with the motorcycle community. I think Jobert talaga, basta kailangan ko ng updates. Very reliable yan si Jobert. So, sa mga Bladers dyan na who wants to know more about Motorcycle Rights Organization, you can check out their Facebook page. May group page, may Facebook page. Makikita nyo lahat ng efforts na ginagawa ng Motorcycle Rights Organization para sa kapwa riders natin. Alright. And, actually, natatawa ko kasi the products that I'll be showing you right now, ewan ko kung kailangan ni Jobber to eh. Alright. So, para sa mga guys out there na hindi pa makakapunta sa barber shops and all, ito po, we have the wall DIY shavers, no? So this is available at Blade Auto Center. So Jobert, kung nanonood ka, I think kailangan mo to. product na to. Yes, so this brand has been used by professionals since 1919 pa daw. O, ayan. So we have the wall um, shavers. Actually, there are two kinds I have with me. No, ito. So one is the lithium ion, and one is the Groomsman Pro. So actually, girls, ladies, kapag gusto nyo gupitan or style ang buhok ng inyong loved ones, so ayan, no? Pero the gentleman, you can also, like I said, pwede nyo i-DIY yung sarili nyo with the wall rechargeable shavers. So here you go. This is all available at Blade Auto Centers nationwide. Okay. So, ayan. Eto na. Of course, I'd like to invite everybody to tune in to Blade Radio Live every Monday to Sunday. Yes, 7 times a week, every day. We have Senpai Kazoo every Monday for Iisang Pangarap, and with me, yours truly, every Tuesday for Blade Moto. Mr. Right every Wednesday for Blade Stories. And Iva Panganiban on Thursday with our Daily Drive. Blood the Boom is every Friday together with Jack Logan. And What's Up Bladers on Saturday with Aiki. Lily's Blade Stories Reloaded every Sunday with Mr. Right. Okay, so kita-kits pa rin tayo at the country's largest car accessory chain store in the Philippines. Wala nang iba yan kundi ang Blade Auto Center. So remember, Bladers, if it's from Blade, it's better.
Patuloy na umiikot, minsan ay nasa taas, Pag may